In our last Virginia's States Only Challenge, we blitzed through the offseason and rushed on through the regular season of Season 4. And it was a season that finally saw this team take that next step in what was a very tight race in the NFC East. With not only ourselves, but the Cowboys and the Eagles fighting for the last two spots in the playoffs. And when it came down to Week 18, it was not in our hands. Though we took care of business, securing a win for us, but we needed help, and we would get that help from the Arizona Cardinals, knocking the Cowboys out of the playoffs. However, as we start today's episode, we are meeting that same Cardinals team in the Wildcard. They just knocked out the Cowboys, helping us out. We also could have used some help knocking the Eagles out. We would have been the 4th seed, winning the division in that case, but did not happen. But we do make the wild card as the last and final seed of the NFC. That 7th seed will be taking on the 2 seed Cardinals. And if you are new to this series, this is your first time watching one of the state or states only challenges, it changes a little bit when we do get to the playoffs. Typically, we'll go through several different games per episode, and those episodes are posted every Wednesday and Saturday. When we get to the playoffs, it changes. It's 1 game per episode, so no spoilers. However, you get to choose, / the team gets to choose, how often these videos come out for this week. If we win, and you guys get the video 50 likes, round 2, the divisional round, will be posted tomorrow, and so on and so forth till either we drop out of the playoffs or we finish this series with a Super Bowl win. So all of that is up to you and to if the team can get the victory. So with all that said, I think it's time to jump into the first playoff game of the Virginia's States Only Challenge, facing the Arizona Cardinals. And our playoff journey begins here on defense. As the Cardinals starting at the 25-inch shotgun with Bunch down to the bottom, it will be a pass, swinging it up top for their running back. I believe Etienne Jr. will get a gain of 3. Now we are still missing a couple of our key defenders. Kendall Fuller is going to be out this game, and Divine Diablo, who's going to be out for a couple weeks. With a pass up top, knocked away. Great job from one of those linebackers taking over that spot. And on 3rd and 7, we just need one more play here to get off the field. It will be a pass once again, sitting in the pocket, waiting, going deep downfield in double coverage, knocked away by Nazir Reed, the free safety, and we will get off the field. That was a great first drive from the defense, but we need to see our offense come through for us as well, as Geno Smith, back at quarterback this season, finally gave us a near 2-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio, something we haven't seen all too often this series. Richards picks up 6 on the first down rush. He's taken over that number 1 running back spot this year, and he's done pretty well as we go right back to him. Following his blocker, we'll pick up a first down to about midfield. And all in all, while not changing really how this offense works, just running so much smoother this year with Geno, as we'll knock on wood to hopefully see that continue. Zacchaeus trying to get the Jets sweep, but swallow it up on the outside. Cisco with the stop will be the first negative play here for the offense. Zacchaeus did get that number 1 receiver role this year. Tried to help out with Wicks going to that 2 spot, as instead we find Douglas right down the seam to the 30. We definitely shook things up a little bit going into Season 4, because obviously the first 3 seasons did not go very well with a combined 7 wins. But this year, we had 9, more than doubling the win total, so clearly the changes that we chose to do worked out well. However, the blocking did not work well on first down, as that's a loss of 3. As we'll head out with the weak eye, go back to the run down the middle. Okay, well, thought it was going to be a little bit of a bigger run. We'll get 4. Make it a little bit more manageable, 3rd and 9, but figured that could have been a much bigger run. As we'll keep the same formation, just flip it, go right down the middle, and Richards could not escape. 70 with a great play. We do at least still stick in field goal range. So from the 37 or 36 will be a kick for Joey Sly, who has not been great for us, but he does get our first playoff points. So not an awful start here for us in the playoffs. Though ending that first drive with a touchdown would have been a lot better. With a pass across the middle, it's going to be caught Olave up to the 40. The secondary definitely has their job cut out for him with two superstar receivers to guard ETN. Always does well in these series as he picks up 3. Their quarterback is a draftee of this universe in Warner as he gets the toss out to ETN, who had a good lead blocker, breaks a couple tackles, but not going to get away from that ankle grab, I believe, by Edmonds. He's definitely been the guy for this defense, and his brother, the other Edmonds, also has played pretty well. With a pass deep across the middle, picked off by, I believe it's that other brother, Edmonds. Will take over just at about midfield. Terrell Edmonds just sitting underneath. Blanket coverage downfield was not a smart decision from Warner, but I'm glad he did with it. As we go with a dive down the middle here, Richards with space. Actually, no, check that. Herbert with space. Picks up 12 on his first carry. Definitely have a solid 1-2 punch at their running back group. It's the receiver group that's a little bit lacking, but they've stepped up this season. With Herbert cutting to the top, shaking off the safety, not going to get by 47, but inside the 30. 2 rushes, 25 yards, not too bad of a start. As we'll head out in shotgun actually, motioning over the tight end in Keene. Will be a play action pass. Gino having to escape, but Bosa's gonna hit home with a massive loss of 13. This offense not particularly built for converting after such a massive loss. And 2nd and 23 will be a pass from Ace. Gino gonna dump it off and only pick up a short amount as Miles Sloan shaken up, the second-year guard clutching at that knee. The depth along this offensive line actually isn't bad. Have a couple of decent backups, and we're going to need them to play well. As it's 3rd and 18, Gino sacked again by Nick Bosa. We'll have to punt from the 44. And it'll be from the 17 where the Cardinals offense will start the second quarter. After a pretty good punt, they'll go with a stretch. ETN down to the bottom. In comes Edmonds with a stop, but a gain of 8, play 1. So far, the Cardinals offense off to a slow start, or the defense is off to a really fast start. You kind of say either way. Maybe go more with the defense since we have been making the plays. It's a read option, though. Edmonds going to get out there, shucked off by the quarterback, Warner. Fights through another guy, picking up at least a couple more yards. It's a great gain for him, 11 yards. Could argue one of their better plays so far, as they're up to the 37, now with a tight shotgun look. We'll hand it off, ETN down the middle. Not going to get by number 1, that's Thornhill. This defense has just a massive amount of depth at that safety spot, and we rotate them pretty well. Now with a bunch, going to be a pass up top, going to one of their superstar receivers, getting picked up and slammed down. Devontae Smith picking up about 6 yards there, leaving 3rd and short. Will be a handoff, ETN down the middle, going to squeeze out the first down. Tremaine Edmonds just a couple steps behind getting there on 1st and 10. We'll head out with a heavy tight end set, 3 down to the bottom, but go with a weak side dive, picking up 4, as now Mike Green shaken up for us, losing an offensive lineman and now a defensive lineman. And for us, that defensive line is definitely thin. Even in the starting spots, only 2 guys, I want to say, above a 70 overall. Is this a rollout pass? Gonna be sacked by Jimenez. Brought him in last year, and since bringing him in, he's been in the backfield often. Not always with sacks, but tackles for a loss for sure. 3rd and 15. With trips up top, 1 down to the bottom. Phone goes bing bong as they go with a halfback screen. Beautiful block by the lineman. Almost sprung him for the first down. But Edmonds gets the stop, and on 4th and 5, they should be punting. So far today, team working out really well. Just need to get some more points. Offense got to help out the defense a little bit, as play 1 will be another loss of 1. Prior to that play, Herbert was averaging about 12 yards a carry. Dramatically lowers that with the loss of 1, as we'll stick with the ace formation. Will be a play action for Gino. Going across the middle is going to find Jelani Woods, who will pick up the first down up to the 33. Well, he hasn't been a key part, I would say, of this offense. He shows up from time to time with some splash plays, so if we could see a little bit more of that in the postseason, it'd be fantastic. as a good push forward by Herbert will pick up 5. Definitely seeing a variety of looks here with the offense, but sticking with a lot of the heavier sets, so running it how it should be. As Herbert with a lead blocker, Jelani Woods breaks the first tackle, not going to get by the safety in Poyer. But another fantastic run for Herbert as he gets us up to the 49. We'll be back to the ace formation, going back to Herbert again, stretch up top, not going to quite get by Nick Bosa, but keeping those legs moving does at least gain a few yards. And as we hit the 2-minute warning, I'd like to get the ball down the field a little bit quicker here. With 2 down to the bottom, 1 up top, quick drop back going with the stick concept, finding Jelani Woods first down. Geno just 4 passing attempts to this point of the game, though he has completed every single one of them, going back to that stick concept again because Madden's playbooks are kind of a little bit broken, and for some reason, it just has a completely sticks only kind of, I don't even know what to call it, because it's not really a scheme or style as we go again right back to it. So we're just giving the ball to Jelani Woods right now, feeding him 3 straight catches. And I would place a lot of money here on running the sticks concept once again, though we go with a slant up top, knocked away from Pascal. Trayvon Diggs in coverage there, gets the better of our receiver, as it looks like once again going to be the sticks concept, because Madden is broken, and really good coverage there from the lineman, but he just forgot to swat the ball away. As we go back to Woods, we'll pick up a few yards, we'll call a timeout. But the word I was looking for earlier was game plan. For some reason, there's a game plan in the playbook that they only run the sticks concept, and you can't edit it. It's really annoying as we have a 4th and 7. Now, I don't play a lot of the snaps in these games, but occasionally I do want the team to go for it on a 4th down, and this is one I would like to go for here, as taking the field goal really doesn't change all too much, as we do not get the pass off in time. Will be a turnover on downs with 42 seconds left and all 3 timeouts for the Cardinals. Now, I know some won't like not taking the field goal there, but you take the field goal and that leaves you up 6, so a touchdown, you're losing. A field goal gained, game's tied, so there's really nothing massive as they go right down the seam for Olave. If we could have gotten the first down, potentially a touchdown, make it a 2-score game, just seems like the better thing to do to me. With a pass down the middle, almost intercepted by the other brother, Edmonds. Even though I say that for both of them. We had the interception earlier for Terrell Edmonds, almost got one there for Tremaine Edmonds. As 34 seconds left, it's an empty set for the Cards. Warner in the pocket, gonna go down to the bottom. Finding Olave once again, just a gain of 7. Second timeout called. With 3rd and 3, they got 3 up top, their tight end down to the bottom. There will be another pass, quick across the middle going to their tight end, who's fighting through some tackles. Refused to go down, but doesn't end up picking up a whole lot, is Irv Smith Jr. But he does give them the first down. They don't elect to use their timeout as time is ticking off the clock here. Just time for one more play. Down to the bottom, it's picked off. Gonna be Rasul Douglas. I forgot what other Douglas we had. Breaking to the outside, it's gonna be a pick 6 to end the first half. With open spaces, Rasul Douglas. He makes up for us not getting the 4th down conversion, and we will still have that 2-score lead going into half. 2 bad plays, bad decisions from Warner in this first half resulted in 2 interceptions that have really changed the landscape of this game. And what's even better for us is we start the second half with possession. We can make it a 3-score ball game if we play our cards well, as Richards back in, haven't seen him since the first drive. Breaks off a great run there, first down up to the 37. Really like to split the running back snaps, keep them pretty even. That's what really helps out this running game. The 1st and 10, gonna motion over Zacchaeus. He'll take the jet sweep to the top once again, a nice subtle juke there. We'll get forward for a gain of 7. As mentioned earlier, this receiving crew, they're not great, so getting these jet sweeps or quick passes out is really going to be the key for us moving the ball through the air, and I think that's where Geno has definitely helped out. As Richards once again picks up the first down for us, but Geno bringing in a much higher awareness. He's making the smarter decisions compared to that of Willis and Webster, the young quarterback options that we tried to rock with last year. But after regressing from 3 wins in Season 2 back down to 2, we brought back Geno, and it's been well worth the investment. With a handoff back down the middle, Herbert checks in, has a lead blocker, but gets caught from behind. Thought that might have been a near house call. Instead, just a really nice first down. DJ Wanham credited with the tackle there. Might have saved the Cardinals a few more points on the board. As Geno making a check at the line, will be a pass. Swinging it out wide, we'll find Herbert, who will not fight through the first set of tacklers. Will be a loss of 1. Poyer did well in open field there to bring down Herbert. As we'll stick with the single back set. Play action, Geno. Going back up top, Herbert. This time will gain some yards, shakes the first tackler, leaving 2 for third down. Offense looking very smooth and settled in this game. Big credit to the defense, though, for not causing this offense to feel like they have to press, as not a good cut there from Herbert. Should have stuck towards the middle. We gained nothing. Bosa with a tackle. And from here, I'm fine with the field goal. We're already up 2 scores. This would just make it closer to 2 touchdowns. Though, obviously, I would like a touchdown instead. We'll take the field goal attempt, and Joey Sly puts it right down the middle. And as Warner and this Cardinals offense heads back out, you could argue it's about crunch time for them. They haven't been able to do much against our defense so far today. And on play 1 of this drive, they go absolutely nowhere. I believe that was Mike Green with the tackle, so it looks like he is back out there after his early injury in that first half, which is great to see. It'll be a run down the middle this time. ETN will pick up a few yards. We'll make it a little bit more manageable on third down, though still 3rd and 6 with a bunch up top from shotgun. Olave lone down to the bottom. Will be a drop back pass across the middle and tipped away barely from number 82. Not able to squeeze it. Rasul Douglas, who had the pick 6 before half, ends their drive. And honestly, from here, I wouldn't mind this offense running clock, as both Herbert and Richards has done pretty well today. Though Nick Bosa isn't his X factor to start this drive, as we do start with a pass. Going up top, going to be Zacchaeus with a catch of 5. Geno still under 100 yards on the day, just hit 75, which shows how dominant that running game has been. As we go Schroeder, fullback dive, just to gain a 1. Every now and then have to keep the D-line and linebackers honest with that fullback dive. As on 3rd and 4, it's going to be a play action roll. Geno down to the bottom, has his receiver open, and first down going to Zacchaeus. Definitely the primary target for Geno today. We haven't seen as big of a year from Dontavion Wicks. As they go back down the middle, Herbert picking up another 4. And on top of that, Pascal also hasn't seen as many looks, so the receiving game really has been Zacchaeus, or not much. As we go deep downfield, speaking of Zacchaeus, down to the 8. He did not have the best release on the team, at least in terms of the starting 3. So he made us really just put him in the slot, but putting him back on the outside this year has been phenomenal. With a drop back pass, Geno almost threw the pick. Threw that one right at the hands of Trayvon Diggs. Luckily, he dropped it, so I'll take it. Keen in motion towards the top, 2nd and goal. Will be a play action. Geno stepping up. He's going to scramble, sliding down at the 4. You never quite know with Madden quarterbacks if they're going to take the hit or not. Luckily, he didn't. And he will also send us into the 4th quarter, up 13, making that hopefully at least 16 shortly. As we have the 3rd and goal at the 4, it's ace formation. Will be a pass. Geno rolling, going out wide. It's intercepted, so it's not going to be 16. Instead, it might just be 6. Geno in hot pursuit is not going to get there. Both touchdowns today have been pick 6s. This time for the Cardinals, as Patton goes the whole length of the field, finally putting the Cardinals on the board. Geno just pressed too much on that play. Would have preferred a scramble or even take the sack. Let the field goal team come on out. Sly has been good today, but instead now only up 6 points. With a throw up top, almost picked off by Diggs once again. Though honestly was almost caught after the tip. Wasn't. 2nd and 10. 2 receivers down to the bottom with a weak eye. We go back to the running game. Richards picks up 4 before getting picked up and slammed down. And we'll stick with that same look, just flipping it on 3rd and 6. Need to get to the 35 for the first down. Geno dropping back. Sitting in the pocket, going up top. He has Zacchaeus again, but the hit from Diggs well knocks it away. Diggs coming up big here for the Cardinals late on. And for what might be the first time today, we're actually forced to punt as the Cardinals will have a chance to take a lead, despite really not doing anything in the game up to this point. It's going to rely on their offense with Olave right down the seam, takes the hit and holds on to it. Massive gain up to the 50. But hate to let Warner get things going here late. Defense has played so well, the offense just hasn't supplied the points. It could be a massive lead here. We just haven't been able to finish drives. Great blocking by Olave on that play. Does spring ETN. Now down to the 34. This offense moving with momentum on their side. Two spread to either side here for Warner. Back in shotgun. Will be another pass right down the middle. ETN not going to hold on to it. That was Nazir Reed knocking it free. First big play for us in a little while. 2nd and 10. With trips down to the bottom, one up top. Warner again from the pocket going all the way up top. ETN breaks the tackle. Will pick up an extra couple yards after the first down gain. Now down to the 17 and into the red zone as they are looking for that lead here. Defense needs to bow up. Just allow a field goal attempt or force a turnover would be fantastic. As they go back to the running game, cutting ETN. Stood up by Edmonds. A little bit of help from one of the D linemen as well. Now on 2nd and 8, they'll stick with a tight shotgun look. We'll go with a running game, but read the whole way. Both the safeties in the backfield immediately as a flag also in. Won't help them out much though. And while I would have rather declined the penalty, CPU went with it. 2nd and 18. As they go back to the running game down the middle, going nowhere. Tremaine Edmonds with the tackle. Now with 3rd and 15 at the 22, if we could get a sack for like 15 yards lost, that'd be fantastic. But they go with a running play. The smart play, you could argue, is they do pick up a few yards that will send out the field goal unit. This to make it a field goal game. Just inside the 25 will be about a 35-yarder. It is up and through. So far, everyone but the offense has scored for the Cardinals. But with 3:49 on the clock, it's time to run that clock. The running game has been good for us. As it starts off, Richards picking up about a gain of 6-7 as now Sorsdahl injured. He's the one that came in for the injured Sloan, and he's also too clutching at that knee area. And if I'm being honest, past him, I couldn't tell you who else we have. Maybe around a 66 overall as we go back to the running game, only picking up 1. Missing out on those guards could be massive as we're trying to run out clock. 3rd and 3. A check from Gino. Needing a first down. It will be a pass. As he goes up top, Jelani Woods with the catch, but is not close. 4th and 2 at the 33. But we want to see if we could get this defense to jump here. With limited time left, couple hard counts, no one, or someone moves at the very end there, probably on offense. And it does end up just being the delay of game. So we will have to punt it away. Defense is going to have to come through for us. Offense really has not been up to par in this game, as it will be a fairly decent return. Big hit from Thornhill. But with 2 minutes left and all 3 timeouts, the Cardinals just need a field goal to tie this game up. With a pass up top, it's picked off! Defense does come through for us. It is the young cornerback, 2nd-year slot man in Jamie French with the 3rd interception on Warner. And that might seal our spot in the divisional round. Went towards the outside for Devontae Smith. Was not a good decision. And plays like that have been the deciding factor in this game. 3 interceptions, all on bad decision making. As Richards goes towards the top, picks up 5. Timeout starting to be called by the Cardinals as we do start in plus territory down to the 34. Go with the draw on play 2. Should be a first down. Good cut there from Richards. Is a first down with only 1 timeout now remaining. We should be easily able to run out this clock. Gino going back to the draw. Richards picks up another 3? Definitely felt like that was more than 3. Either way, it does use the last timeout. As we go back to Herbert here, no, Richards stays in actually. Figured we would have substituted him out, but instead 3rd and 4. First down seals it with about a minute on the clock. We go with a quick throw. It's caught. Wicks fighting first down and on to the divisional round. A gutsy call to say the least from Gino. But unlike what the Seahawks did in the Super Bowl, it works for us. As we do get the win in our first playoff game, we made it interesting here late when it really did not need to be. But we do get the win, so you guys get the video 50 likes, and the divisional round will be tomorrow as we win 13-10, taking out the Cardinals, who got us into the playoffs. But what an absolutely great ending to that game. Great for like TV ratings, right? Though it very well could have been a blowout win for us if the offense was just able to consistently score. Now, Zacchaeus, great game offensively. The running backs had a really good game. But besides those three, was a little bit lacking, so I hope to see a little bit more of everyone else pitching in next go around. Though Wicks, great fight there on that third down conversion to seal the game. Great play, risky play, fun to watch though. But speaking of fun to watch, once again with the win, if you guys get the video 50 likes, round 2 will be tomorrow, the divisional round, against the Chicago Bears. It was a close game as we face the 2 seed. It might be an even tougher matchup as we face the 1 seed, as they do have Lamar Jackson and just a really well-built team. We'll see them next go around, whether that's going to be tomorrow, Thursday, or Saturday, the typical upload day. Typically, as mentioned, this series posted every Wednesday and Saturday with a 50-like goal, and with us getting the win, you could have the next round out tomorrow. We also have the Rams franchise every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. That series going to upload as normal, even if you guys do hit the 50-like goal. This series would just come out an hour later than that Rams franchise, typically posted at 12:30 Pacific time. This one would be posted at 1:30. Again, if you guys hit that 50-like goal, so make sure you smash that thumbs up. Also, make sure you hit that bell icon on the bottom right or scroll down, hit the subscription button. They both do the same thing. Subscribe to the channel and definitely hit that bell icon so you're notified of when these videos go live. So that way you don't miss the next round of the playoffs, which will be out either tomorrow, Thursday, or Saturday. So do not miss as we continue our quest to try to be victorious for the Virginia's States Only Challenge. Soon, possibly, we might be voting, so also keep an eye on that community tab so you can take part in the voting for the next State Only Challenge. So until next time, where again, it's either going to be Thursday if you guys get the 50-like goal, or Saturday. We'll see you then, where we face the Chicago Bears.